Hero of the Crimea, loved by soldiers and the royal family alike, and affectionately known as Mother Secole on the battlefield, let's talk about the great Mary Secole. Hi, my name's Claire. I'm a children's author and Black British history enthusiast, so much so that I write time-travelling stories that explore Black British history for kids. Mary Secole was born in Jamaica in 1805, a member of the community of free Black people. Slavery would not be abolished until 1833. Her mother was a healer using traditional Caribbean and African medicines, and her father was a Scottish lieutenant in the British Army. At her mother's boarding house, Mary was trained as a Jamaican doctress, using the art of herbal remedies, a knowledge of tropical diseases, being able to treat injuries, especially those of the enslaved from plantations, and the importance of things like hygiene, ventilation, hydration, rest, and care for the dying. And Mary also observed the military doctors working in Jamaica to further her own knowledge. Mary was also a businesswoman and she loved to travel. She visited Panama and was there during a cholera outbreak. She treated the first victim who survived and her reputation grew. When British nurses were being dispatched to help with the Crimean War, Mary was keen to help and despite her many references was refused at every turn. So Mary went out there herself with her own money and her own supplies and set up the British Hotel, a mess table and quarters for sick and convalescing officers. She cooked, cared for the wounded, did minor surgeries, dispensed medications, and would even go out to treat soldiers on the battlefield. The Times war correspondent William Howard Russell said of Secole's skill, "A more tender or skillful hand about a wound or broken limb could not be found amongst our best surgeons." Mary returned to Britain far poorer than she left, but hugely beloved of the soldiers. A 4-day benefit was held in her honour, with 11 military bands and 4,000 people in attendance. Her subsequent book, The Wonderful Adventures of Mary Secole in Many Lands, was an instant bestseller. Mary Secole died in 1881, well known and well loved, but she was allowed to fade from public memory in Britain. It wasn't until later in the 21st century she reclaimed her rightful place in British history. To learn more about Mary Secole and the contribution of other Black nurses to British history, I highly recommend The Story of Britain's Black Nurses by the wonderful K.N. Chimberi. I hope you've enjoyed this edition of Bitesize Black British History. Make sure you follow me so you don't miss out on the next one, and check out my highlights reel if you want to catch up on all the previous episodes.